Hello, hello. My name is Katie. Look at this. I can't get my hair to look right. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I work full-time, and I love makeup and skincare. I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best, and I have the tools and the resources to help you get there. So today, what I'm going to be doing is playing around with this purple and brown eyeshadow look. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Optimistic color and I'm just going to dust that all over my eyelid with my Deluxe brush. So what I like to do always is just put a little bit of that pigment onto the side of the brush and then just start to kind of take that pigment all over the lid. Now, I will tell you before I forget, because I always get asked and then I forget to write it down. For my lips, what I did is I put on my Splash Liquid lipstick in the color Stellar first, and then I topped it with my Splash Liquid lipstick in Sentimental. I just love to play around with lipsticks and kind of make my own color combinations. I felt like Stellar was just a little bit too neutral for this really fun eye look that we're going for today. So I decided I would just add a little bit of that Sentimental on top, and it makes it just a little bit darker than what it normally is when you just wear Sentimental. So again, just putting a little bit of that Optimistic pigment, and you can see a little bit goes a long way because I used my eye primer, and I'll show you a video of that there. When you use your eye primer, what that does, it allows those pigments to pop. Do you see just how bright that pigment is all over my lid? So because I use that eye primer, I'm just getting a lot more pigment for my buck. I don't have to use a lot. You can see I'm just tapping into the product one time and I'm getting that amazing pop. I'm making sure that I go into the inner corner right here. That also really allows you to brighten up your eye. But the eye primer also prevents your pigments from creasing and holding them in place all day long. So now that I have that pigment in place, I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush in this purple color called Ambiguous. Now the problem is my brush is a little bit dirty from my eye makeup yesterday. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my brush cleaner. I'm going to spray that onto my brush, and then what will happen is you will see my brush will be cleaned of all of those brown pigments, and it will be ready to go immediately. So that's the really nice thing about the brush cleaner, is that it cleans your brushes in between washes, leaves them feeling really soft, but they're ready to go as soon as you use that brush cleaner. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of that Ambiguous onto the end of my fluffy crease brush, again tapping off the excess. I'm focusing this in the outer corner, kind of bringing it in to about the mid lid, okay? And again, I like to kind of step back and make sure that my eyes are open and then I can still see that color. Going in on the other side, and again, I'm just putting a little bit of that pigment onto my brush, and you can see just how it's popping and blending in with that Optimistic. Now, I will tell you that with these pigments, I don't experience a lot of fallout, so I'm not necessarily worried about pigments flying everywhere. That's why I went ahead and did my foundation. Look at this hair back here. You can tell it is time for me to wash my hair. Let's see, I want to bring it in a little bit more on the other side too. Then what I like to do is take my fluffy crease brush and just kind of blend that to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that fluffy crease brush again, that color Nimble, and I'm going to focus that in the outer corner and right above the crease. Just like that. See, doing that, it's just adding that depth into the crease. So I'm going to go in on the other side now and do the same thing. Again, just focusing in the outer corner and then bringing it right above where my eye crease is. Just like that. And then I always like to take my blending brush and blend out any potential harsh lines that there might be. Last, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this dark brown color. So this was Nimble. Sorry, I think I might have forgot to say that. I'm going to go in with this darker brown color, Marvelous, and put a little bit of that on to the end of my brush and just pop that right there in the corner, in either corner, okay? All right. So then once I pop that in, then again, just kind of taking my blending brush and blending that out. There you have it. There is my brown with a purple accent and all the optimistic ever in the world eyeshadow look. I did go ahead and I topped it off with my lash primer, and I will show you a video of that here so you can see what that looks like. I love the lash primer because it really conditions and helps separate those lashes. I have what's called itty bitty lash syndrome, which means my lashes are non-existent. So this is great because it helps identify every single one of those tiny little lashes and separates them, so that way the lashes that I do have when I put on my Epic mascara, you can actually see them. I know, right? So like I said, I struggle with itty bitty lash syndrome, so that's why I love my Epic mascara, because it really helps curl, lengthen, and volumize my lashes in a really natural looking way. So there you have it. If you have any questions about any of the products that I used today, please don't hesitate to ask. If you like these types of videos where I do an in-depth eyeshadow tutorial, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so that way anytime I post a new video, you are notified. Have a great day.